Do you think you need men?
Yes, definitely yes. We need men in our lives.
Okay.
That there are certain things that, yes, definitely we women can do. There are things that men can do better than us. And not to
Okay.
mention the wars. We wouldn't be here without men. Like,
Okay.
we wouldn't be here without a family, without a father figure in our life or in our home.
Can you imagine a world without men and just us women?
No, that's I think that the world will end that time.
I think we're gonna start killing each other.
Hey guys, welcome back to Get It Out. Now today I have a video for you from the Filipina P. It's titled "Do We Need Men? Filipina Street Interviews and Reactions." So you get to hear what Filipinas think, and I think it's great that guys hear this because I just met a guy yesterday who got married to a Filipina a year ago. He's in his 60s. I know tons of guys that come to the Philippines and get with Filipinas. And yes, these guys are black too. Black men come out here and get it in. But guys, without further ado, let's get right into this.
Hi, folks. The Filipina P here. And I recently saw a clip of an American talk show discussing whether or not the world needs men. The answer seems pretty obvious to me, so I was rather surprised by what I watched. So surprised, in fact, that I wanted to show it to other Filipinos and see what they had to say.
Hello, Langga. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Chabelita.
So I'm gonna show you a clip and tell me what you think of this clip.
Now, that name, like Filipinas have some of the most peculiar names, like Chabelita. My wife's name is like an old Southern woman's name, Kayan. I've heard women with other names that will take you to a blast in the past. But I just wanted to point it out. Let's get right into it.
Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Ready? Okay.
Yes.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, my husband.
Did you hear that? Men are useless. Men are the reason why you can breathe comfortably. Seriously. They're the reason why you have AC. They're the reason why you breathe comfortably as far as it not being too hot, too cold, room temperature just right. That was done by men. The reason why you watch television, it was installed by men. Let me not get into it. You guys know those answers.
It takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can,
Really?
Yeah. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination.
Nope.
When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he
Still
throws
no.
out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
So
he
my,
does.
but wait a sec. She's really talking about a servant. Let's face it.
No.
It's a handyman she's talking about.
It's a handy manny.
Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not have.
Well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that. We're not talking about that. What about the inner life of a man? That's what this is about.
I need my man 3 to 4 times a week. And
Good for you guys.
then the rest of the time I need a wife.
Broadly speaking, I feel like men have proven largely useless. Like I think in the political moment, the people who are
Guys, don't hold
saying
back.
what needs to be said in my party, it's all women. The very few men, with the exception of Mike Pence and a few others, are saying what they need.
Now, as you can see, these are the women that let out the feminist movement, and they're the reason why it's so bad today. They see what's going on. They see the woman. They see what women are doing in OS. I react to it all the time. It's crazy. It's atrocious. But yeah, they don't. Do they care? No. Feminism all the way to the goalposts.
Me too. But in life, like I need my husband. I don't know if I need any other men, but he is irreplaceable.
Yeah.
I need men beyond that.
Yeah, wait till you're married 20 years and you'll see how replaceable
The
they
reason
are.
that women, I think that the reason women can stay married for as long as they do is because they have a lot of girlfriends. They have a village. They have girlfriends. Because I always have to initiate the conversations. He'll step up, but I have to
thought you were going to
start
say
them.
initiate.
Oh, I don't-
I just told you guys I have 8 girlfriends from Panama here who are girlfriends for 50 years since they were in kindergarten.
Oh, I love
And it's that, and they were saying yesterday that they've gone through divorces, they've gone through challenges, and having that village of women has made it possible.
Well, we
for
are
them.
more collaborative than men. I think
Yeah.
there have been studies that say that women have much closer friendship relationships than men do.
But women have conversations about their feelings. Men talk about
It's
sports,
socializing, yeah.
cars, all that stuff.
I don't know. My husband talks about his feelings with his
Maybe he's
friends.
gay. Next.
Oh, man.
Okay. All right. So what do you think of that clip? Do you think you need men?
Yes, definitely yes. We need men in our lives.
Okay.
That there are certain things that, yes, definitely we women can do and we are capable of the things with.
Okay.
However, there are things that men can do better than us. And not to
Okay.
mention the wars.
Mm-hmm.
And man can be our defender,
Mm-hmm.
our protector, our hunter,
Mhm.
and our breadwinner.
Mm-hmm. Can you not do all those things?
I can do it. I am capable of it. However, there are things that they can do better than me.
Mhm.
And because here in our world, we are not just living for ourselves.
Okay.
We need an interconnection, and there is a fulfillment if we have diverse connection with each other. We
Okay.
need each other.
Do you have anyone in your life right now at the moment? Not yet, or
No comment.
no comment? Okay. All right. All right. So, Amiga, what's your name?
I am Maria Feb.
Maria Fab. Okay. And I can see that you are also a criminology student.
Yes.
Is it a usual way that they cut your hair short there?
In this school year, they actually cut our hairs.
Are you okay with that?
Well, we don't have any choice, man.
Here, if you're becoming a police officer, there's a
I know. Kilda cut that hair because you can tell with hair, she's gorgeous, right? You can see it in her face structure.
certain requirement at school that you also have to cut your hair. So what do you think of those women on the video?
Well, actually, they are so very mean when talking about men.
Okay, well, as a Filipina, do you think you need a man?
For me, I need a man
Mm-hmm.
in my life because as a Roman Catholic person or like a Catholic person, God
Mhm.
said that men go to the world and multiply.
Right. Do you want to multiply?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Well, in the future,
Yes, in the future, you want to multiply.
Yeah, you gotta be ready to multiply. You come to the Philippines. These women want babies, and that's what guys like. A lot of guys are coming from the West. They're not putting any babies in these modern women, so they can come over here, and yeah, they want some babies. They need some babies. They can't live without the babies and feeding you. That's what they do.
Yeah. And to do that,
well, we need men.
right.
You want to have a companion and a shared interests, like some of things, like you want to grow old with him.
How long do you think we'll last as women if men just disappear like right now?
I don't think I think it would last like for like probably 10 years.
10 years. She doesn't know what men do. Men keep the power on, everything. Like it will last for 2 months. Seriously. Like, wow, why? No, power outages will happen because men in every country, this is every country across the globe, are up there on a wire somewhere, taking chances and getting electrocuted, making sure your power works. And it happens. The power goes out a lot in the Philippines, but it comes back on. Why? Because men are up there 1,000 feet in the air, seriously, testing power lines and doing things like that. Because without that, there will be no power.
10 years and then after,
That's my calculation.
okay, 10 years and then after that we'll slowly die.
Well, probably because like women find something like missing in their lives.
Okay. Here in the Philippines though, You think women appreciate men?
Well, I think so. Yes.
We appreciate our men.
Oh, yes. Some of the
That's why I came to the Philippines. If anybody doesn't know, I have a wife. I've been in the Philippines. I've been married to her for 9 years. I saw what was happening before it was happening. I said it before in many videos, but if anybody doesn't know, I'm from the land of the modern woman. So I saw these things way years ahead. I was light years ahead of guys. And I said, I need to move. I need to put myself in a position where I can be young and still find a woman without having to retire and go across these waters. I had to go early.
other countries from the America, United States, like have the our OFW, right? Women's work at other country. They say that in their statement that they need Filipino women to like take care of them. Filipino people are very more like kind and like caring and like mostly loving to their families. Like
We're more family oriented.
family oriented.
Okay. And to have a strong society, you have to have a strong unit, like a family.
Yeah.
And to do so, we need men. Okay. So, any reaction? Violent reaction? Do you agree?
I'm afraid to say, but I would disagree by their opinion because we wouldn't be here without men. Like we wouldn't be here without a family, without a father figure in our life or in our home. Without our mother and a father, and we have also our brothers. So how they can say that they don't need men or a man in their life?
Do you need a man?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
You know the feeling of being in love, being loved, being protected, and being taken care of.
Okay.
The feeling is so unexplainable.
Okay.
And we can say that if we have men in our life, it gives more meaning and more color. We can say that we have someone in our life who can be with us through highs and lows. And again, another thing, I want to have a family in the future, and only men can fulfill that thing.
Yeah. Can you not have a family with a woman?
Well, how can you have a children
without a man?
Yes, who wouldn't be a dream of having a happy family or living together with your family? You're having your you can call your own family.
What they're saying in here, they just need a man to do chores and like a servant. You know, you can pay anyone to do those things. It's not necessarily a man, but it is just so sad that they are demonizing their men. And can you imagine being married to a woman like that?
For me, being married, it is about give and take or helping each other to build your family or to. That's what we dream of.
Yeah, as a Filipino, we wanted to have a family. We wanted to be mothers and be wives. And it's raining, guys. Thank you so much, Langga, for your insights. It's raining, man. Okay. After watching that video, do you have any reaction?
I think they are anti-men because they don't need a man in their lives.
Do you need a man?
Yes, I need a man.
Why?
Loving someone is the best part of being alive.
Oh,
and I think that
isn't it great hearing a woman say, "Yes, I need a man." Like she means it. Yes, I need a man. Because women over here are a lot, very much different from women in the West. This is a great country to land in. Because most women see it this way. Now, you do have your bad apples out here. I've met them. And when you're going through each city, there's going to be a small percentage of women that don't agree with these women. But you can tell these are women that were raised by a tight-knit family. That's the thing. The families out here are extremely tight-knit. My wife's family is tight-knit. So they all sit together. And she grew up, my wife, with a mother and a father. Her cousins had a mother and a father. Her cousins, mother and a father. Cousins. You get the point? It's different.
all we know is that we've been created because of love from God. So yeah, I need a man in my life because
you want to create something out of love.
yes, I want to create something, and that's what I call a family, the basic unit of society. And as of my opinion, I need a man because I want to experience the love, the man's love, the man's support, a man's companion, not just being a friend or something.
More
I
than a
want to
friend.
experience, yeah. I want to experience having a partner in my life.
Okay.
And,
What about your family, your mom and your dad?
that is also the reason why I need a man because of that I am longing the presence of my dad. I'm growing up without I have a dad but he's
never-
not around.
He
not
wasn't around. Okay.
Yes.
And you
So
don't want that. You don't
yes,
want
I
that for your
don't
children.
past that kind of situation of having
She just said she doesn't want to pass that situation on to her kids. That if that's not a loving woman, I don't know what one is. Like she doesn't want to pass that on to her children because she knows her cousins. She sees it all around her. Everybody has a papa around. She knows love. She knows her father can be there. It happens sometimes out here, but for the most part, someone is there.
a broken family in my family in the
Mhm.
future. And
Okay.
also one of my ambition is to have a family,
Okay.
a complete family, having a mother, a father, and the children, of course.
Okay. So yeah, so do you know, guys, we don't have a lot of sperm banks here, so we need men.
So don't.
We don't just, we don't do the turkey baster kind of thing. So we need men to procreate. But aside from that, though, aside from procreation, having a family,
There are some things that I cannot do that men can.
like what?
They are much capable of making buildings. They are more stronger.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we know. They are more stronger. They are more capable of some other things. It is also necessary to have a man
Yeah,
because
guys, and if you take a look at the statistics, like look at places like Japan, other areas over there, and then look at the Philippines. I think it was Japan, K. Japan is struggling with their population. Philippines, not at all. Right? Like the youngest, out in Japan, that's an old country. The Philippines, the opposite, it's a young country. Why? Because women continuously having babies.
they need to be a role model in the society where positiveness can spread. They're also good at solving problems.
Solving problems logically.
Yes.
You as a guy, do you
Okay.
need a woman?
As a guy, of course, I have needs and wants.
Ooh,
I know
let's talk about your needs and wants.
women have different roles.
Mhm.
It could be emotional, financial, or household responsibilities.
Okay.
If we decide on what's our responsibility,
Okay.
what's our responsibility. So,
Okay, let's say I'm your future wife. What do you expect of me as your wife?
first of all, we need to agree on who should handle financially.
Okay, so let's agree. You handle financially.
Okay. Then,
Okay.
then you shall handle household responsibilities.
Okay.
So we have a mutual agreement on what should we do as if we could be like together, then we should have like responsibilities together as a family.
Okay. Aside from that, what do you need women for?
To be motivated in life. As for example, if you're alone, then you have no meaning in life actually. Like you must have something to do to fulfill your life.
You have something to do.
Yes.
When do you plan to get married?
It could be like my family's choice.
Your
So-
family's choice. Do they have to choose a woman for you? Or do you have to choose a woman for
No,
yourself?
I choose my own.
Ah.
Unless we are on a country that arranged marriages are deeply rooted in our
It's not
tradition.
Muslim, yeah.
Okay, so what do you think of those women?
I totally disagree because we need men in our society to function.
Have you seen a woman in a construction site here in the Philippines?
Here in the Philippines, I think no. I
No?
haven't seen
Never.
even taxi drivers or
You see,
like,
you find a
we-
grab driver.
here we call
I won't lie. I've seen a grab driver, woman grab driver around, but not many. Not many at all. Mostly men's job. Men do all the hard work here, same as every other country.
it tricycle drivers. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any women.
Right. You know what, guys? The first time I've went outside the country, so my Uber was a woman. It's like, Whoa.
Yeah, you find a
Actually,
lot
they
of
have
Uber drivers as better
at
women.
that time I was young and then
In the
I thought
States.
all drivers are men because women are horrible drivers most of the time. But do you know how to fix things?
I know, but not literally what women what men can do. Because they're more knowledgeable when it comes to fixing things.
If you were married to one of those women, what would you feel? Like they're dissing men on national TV and then
I will feel sad, of course, because oh, okay, she doesn't need me, but we have a child, for example, we do have a child, and then she doesn't need me. How can we make a child if how can she made a child by herself?
notice that she said, "Oh, you need a servant for that thing." Thinking in reverse, they can hire a cook, they can hire a maid, they can hire anyone, they can even hire an escort if that's the case, right? So it is so sad that they're just talking about the things that what men can do for them, but not in return. Would you be happy without a man?
I don't think so. It's good in the feeling that there are men who can protect you.
It's a nice feeling that you're secured.
Mhm.
Can you imagine a world without men and just us women?
No, that's I think that the world will end that time.
I think we're gonna start killing each other. Women like, we're kind of catty. All right.
And there you have it, the stark contrast between two completely different viewpoints. Now, I know the clip from that talk show doesn't represent the attitude of the average Western woman, and thank goodness for that. But given the amount of clapping and cheering from the audience, it does make you wonder just how many people over there actually do feel that way. But after hearing a dose of sanity from the folks over here, at least you know it's not universal. Well, that's it for this episode, and I'll be back on Friday with a
And that there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why I chose to come over and live in the Philippines. And I think a lot of other guys who want to experience being treated like a king. I made videos on this in the past. Women treating men like kings over here of all races too. Black men as well. Definitely come see what the Philippines is about. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. See you next video. Peace.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me